Hi nerds, welcome back. So today is one of those days that I really keep putting off all the time, and that is deep cleaning the bath and the entire bath area in general, to be fair. Obviously I keep on top of it every single day. I clean up, you know, extra hair and gunk and all that, so I don't just let it fester for a month. But it's that time of the month where I've had lots of hairy dogs in this week. I've had a German Shepherd, a Border Collie, a Shepherd Cross. I've had so many hairy dogs. I've got hair everywhere and the bottom of the bath really needs a good scrub. So I figured that instead of just me suffering here on my own, I'll take you guys with me and I'll talk you through how I do it, what I do, what products I use and so on. And maybe just have a little catch up as well, because I haven't posted anything for a couple of weeks because I was actually off work. So I'll show you a bit of a step-by-step thing and just have a little natter, but let's get going. So what I like doing first, I always clear up all the loose hair that's landed on all the surfaces, on the shampoo pumps, just any kind of surface I've got, and underneath the bath especially, because there's such a massive grid under there. There's pipe work, there's all sorts. All the hair just kind of gathers there, and once I blast another dog it just flies everywhere. So that is a bit of a hair trap and it's really annoying to get clean. So that will be my first job today. And the same goes for all these units I've got on the side here. So I've got this standalone unit for pretty much my blast and all my grooming sprays, and then on this side I've just got some extra shampoos that I don't use on a daily basis, and then I've got some full bottles and so on. So basically I just get everything off the shelves first. I put all the shampoo bottles in the bath so I can just rinse them quickly, and then I can just wipe off all the hair and dust off the shelves and give them a bit of a clean as well. Okay, so just to show you a bit closer up, as you can see, all these shampoo pumps just have tons of hair stuck to them, and I just find it so much easier to rinse it all off with the shower rather than trying to pick it off by hand. And it's the same with all these little bottles I've got down here. They're just all covered in hair, and this is only about a day's worth of hair. I just figured that there was no point in me cleaning up all the hair every single day when I knew that I had another double coated dog coming in the day after. So this is probably 2 dogs worth of hair, so it's really time I clean these up. So I'll just show you guys. Okay, now I do try my best not to get any water like down this bit here, because as you can see there's some bubbling up. I don't know if this is like a sealed unit or if water can get down there, so I obviously just try and avoid it, and I just pick up all the hair the best I can. I mean, water's gonna get down there, I reckon, either way, even if you are really careful. But yeah, that is pretty much all I do with them, and then whatever sort of stubborn bits, I just pick them out, and that's it really. Nice and easy, and took me about 30 seconds for all these bottles. I have got so many shampoos, it is absolutely ridiculous. And all I need to do now is just move all of that back onto the now nice and clean surface. There is some kind of staining here, I don't know what that is. And I also used a rubber broom just to get the cladding clean. We've got this really nice waterproof cladding on the walls, but the only problem with it is that it does attract hair quite a lot. So when I am blasting around damp hair, it does stick really easily. I tend to leave it to dry overnight, and then I blast most of it off the morning after, and then whatever is still left sort of stuck to the cladding, I just use a rubber broom just to kind of wipe it off quickly. Now that's better. It doesn't usually stay quite this organized for that long. It's nice to just have it all nice and tidy, even for a little bit. It will probably last me a couple days like this. I do try and keep all the shampoos in a very specific order, so if I'm in a rush I just know exactly where a shampoo is. Like, I mean, there is a massive label on all of them, but you know what I mean. I just like stuff being in a specific order. Okay, let's carry on with the rest. And here we go, clean shelves. I didn't actually have a dog in between cleaning this and me filming, so there is hair everywhere again after blasting, but oh well. And this is the other side. I still need to open up the blaster and clean up the filter on that, but I'll show you that in a second. Just as a complete off-topic thing, if you don't have Therasol bottles for all your grooming sprays, you're really missing out. It really makes your product go a lot further, and it applies a lot more evenly as well, so definitely have a look into those. I'll link a couple in the description below if I can find some really nice affordable ones. I think these might just be off Amazon in all fairness, but I'll have a look and link them down below for you guys. Okay, so we have the Pedigroom twin something blaster, and the filter is in a sealed unit, so when you pull off the filter you can just see how much hair actually gathers in this thing. This is unbelievable. This is only this week's worth of hair as well, so it's something that I forget to do regularly, but you really need to, because look at this. This will be a fire hazard eventually. If you just leave it to build up, this will set on fire and cause issues. So definitely try and get into the habit of doing this regularly. I don't do it as often as I should, I don't think. I do it about once a week or when I remember, so it could be a little bit longer, but you definitely need to get into the habit of cleaning this. And what I'm going to do with the filters, I'm just going to quickly rinse this in the shower. You can just see how much gunk there is on there, and I'm just going to let this dry overnight. I'm going to take the filters off the stand dryers as well and do the same. Okay, and now finally for the one thing that I've been putting off the entire afternoon, and that is the actual bath. Luckily I did clean this before I was off for the week, so it shouldn't be too bad. It should only have like 4 days worth of dog skunk on it, so hopefully this will go really quick. So I'll just show you quickly how I do the slats and what I do with the rest of it. This is really simple. I use one spray for the whole thing. Okay, so what I do, I just remove the slats first. Yeah, so they don't look too awful. There's a little bit of yellowing on there, so there's definitely a bit of gunk I need to scrub off. Okay, so all I do, I just lift them out. Right, so I'll leave them to the side for a second. So you can see that there's quite a bit of hair build up all the way along the metal frame. And again, just at the bottom of the bath, but that's just very simple to get rid. So all I use, this is Safe 4, diluted quite heavily. So I literally just spray this on all the slats there, and I let the disinfectant sit on there for a couple minutes. And while that is sitting, I'm just gonna do the frame quick. Okay, so just to show you guys, all I've done with the frame of the bath is just use like one of these bristly brushes with the Safe 4, and I've literally just gone through the entire frame, top and bottom. Definitely remember to do the bottom of the framework, because that gets disgusting so quick if you don't keep on top of it. And all I'm going to do is just, I'm going to do exactly the same with the slats. I'll just show you quickly how I do it. Okay, so very nice and easy. I've just got one slat in here. It's been sitting with the Safe 4 for quite a while now, probably about 10 minutes. So all I do, this brush actually fits really well into these sections. So all I do, I just line it up and just wiggle. Just wiggle between the slats. That gets them really nice and clean. And then just along the sides as well. This is very difficult one-handed, you know. So you get the idea. I mean, the easiest solution in the world would be just to jet wash these guys, but I do not have a jet washer. Or you could get a big plastic tub that fits these in them, and then just pour in Milton or bleach or whatever you want to use to clean them and leave them overnight. That would probably work really well. I'm just going to scrub these slats quickly and get back to you. And it's done! Yay! Only took me about 1.5 hours altogether, this room. It always surprises me how much work this teeny tiny space is. It's probably only about, I'd say maybe 2.5 by 2.5 meters. It's very little, but we do have massive ceilings, so there's a lot of space for hair to stick to, I guess. But I did want to have a little chat with you guys today as well, so I'm just going to find a seat and we'll get to it. Okay, I'm really sorry if you can hear singing in the background. Next door is having some kind of singing rehearsal, whatever. All I'm hearing is their vocal warm-up, so sorry if that's picking up on the microphone. So, like I was saying, I had the week off last week. It was my birthday on Wednesday. It is now Thursday the week after, so it's just over a week. And since coming back from my little holiday, I have actually increased the amount of dogs finally. So instead of only doing 3 dogs a day with half an hour in between each dog, I've kind of got the cleaning down. So I've been able to reduce that gap to 15 minutes. but it does mean that I am working later usually. Today I only have 3 dogs, so I've got a nice normal finish, but I'm getting used to 6 o'clock finishes, which isn't a bad thing. An extra hour is not going to change the world dramatically. And we've got some changes coming up at work anyway that I can't talk about just yet, but as soon as we have the go ahead for it, I will let you guys know. And there's also over 300 of you who have subscribed to the channel, and that's amazing. So I just wanted to float an idea at you guys. Would you like me to do like an introduce yourself kind of thing, or a Q&A or anything like that, so you guys get to know me a little bit more? I know that I don't really talk about me. I just talk about everything that relates to dog grooming, and you know what, that's fine if you just want to have me as just a face with a name and that's it. But do let me know if you did want to have like a little Q&A with me, and if you do, leave me some questions down in the comments. Could be anything about me personally or my dog grooming career, or you know, my favorite food, literally anything. Obviously don't be rude, I will not answer that and I will block you off the channel, so you've been warned. But other than that, that is the end of this video. My hands are really wrinkly from all the disinfectant, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, do leave it a little thumbs up and leave me a comment down below about your cleaning habits at work. And also maybe consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss my next video. Bye guys.